Look, I know you're tired. I know it feels like nothing is working. You've given so much of yourself, time, energy, your heart, and still, you're not where you want to be. But please, don't quit. Not now. Not when you've come this far.
If you quit, it's really easy to predict your future. How's that feel? But if you don't quit, if you go for it, with no proof, you can't quantify it. People are going to call you crazy. Your friends are going to look at you sideways. But you'll have the opportunity to play in the game, stop sitting on the sidelines. And you might fail for a while. And you might have to pay your success tax. And you might have to go through 7 failures, 9 failures, 12 failures. You might be sleepless at night wondering why the heck you're doing it. But on the other side of that, you get to see who you're meant to be, who God designed you to be, and tap into your full potential, and there's nothing better.
You didn't start this journey just to walk away when it got hard. You started because something inside you knew you were meant for more. And that voice, it's still there, even if it's quieter now. Quitting won't bring you peace, it'll bring regret. You'll always wonder what could have happened if you had just held on a little longer. So take a breath, cry if you need to, rest if you have to, but don't give up. Because sometimes the breakthrough comes right after the breakdown. You matter, your dream matters, and this world needs what you're building. Even if they don't see it yet, keep going. You're stronger than you think.
How big would you dream if you knew you couldn't fail? The only thing stopping us is ourselves. Take one step in the right direction, and you're halfway there to making your dreams come true.
Top 1 plans don't always feel exciting in the moment. Sometimes they feel slow, repetitive, even invisible, like nothing's happening. But trust this, sticking to the plan is how everything great gets built. You don't see the results on day 1, or day 10, or maybe even day 50. But that's not because the plan isn't working. It's because growth takes time, brick by brick, step by step. Real success doesn't come from doing something huge once. It comes from doing the small things consistently, even when they're boring, even when no one's watching. Anyone can get hyped, but discipline is what gets you across the finish line. So don't throw it all away just because it hasn't popped off yet. Stay locked in. The plan is working. It just hasn't shown its results yet.
Set up a schedule and just do the work. Free from how you feel, because also feelings sometimes, you wake up one day you feel this way, you wake up the next day you feel another way. It's just not helpful to base your structure or your goal on how you feel. You stick to what you put there on paper. And this struggling of there are still so many distractions every day coming up. No, but you stick to the plan. You stick to your plan to do what you have committed yourself to. And at the same time, you don't do the things you already know are not good for you.
Don't look at everything else as the problem. Look at yourself and see how you can change yourself to where nothing bothers you, to where you're unbothered about a lot of things, and to where life doesn't exactly affect you in that manner. It's changing your perception that kind of changed the world around you, because it's the small things that we don't appreciate. So in order to appreciate everything, you have to be very, very, very analytical. So in being analytical, you start to observe the world in a different manner. So even how you approach people, even how you move, even how you think, and you change the way you think, you change the way you perceive the world. Due to time, people change, priorities change, and the way people kind of treat you also changes once they get what they want.
The one thing that differentiates the non-successful from the successful people is the successful ones believe in themselves. And even if they're delusional about it, because a lot of people will watch them and say, you're not all that, you're not that great, but they believe they are, and they truly are delusional in that. And because they are delusional in that and they follow that path, they get towards the highest places. And you're on the sideline, you can join them. You can join the successful people once you just realize that if they could do it, I could do it as well. Stop reacting to life and start acting. What do I mean by this? I see a lot of people that never get anywhere or never accomplish anything. They're always reacting to life. So they won't really have goals, they just do things. For example, you just go to your job every day and you just plug into that system, but what are you actually doing? Is that fulfilling you somehow? Is that fulfilling your soul? Are you on the sideline working towards something that you think is a purpose, or you want to create something that will be big? Or are you just every day going to work, doing the same routine, and you never feel like you're alive? Same way with relationships. I see a lot of people, even around me, they get into relationships, but they have no future plans. When I ask them, like, why do you get into this relationship? They're like, oh, but it doesn't matter. It's just like good for me now, this and that. But it has been good for you for the past 9 years and it hasn't gotten you anywhere. So when are we all gonna start acting and be like, listen, this is my goal. I want to have a family, I want to have marriage. Okay, let's start dating for that potential and then say no to everything that isn't that. If you have a certain lifestyle in your mind and you have a certain vision for yourself, why would you say yes to anything that is not that? It is oftentimes with men, they will say yes to women and just settle down with a woman, but they don't like the woman and then they cheat on her and they continuously live unhappy because now they have to live in a lie. But why did you say yes though? You can go for the person you want if you have that belief in yourself. If you put yourself in a position where you match with the vibe of that person, you can get that person. You don't have to make another person miserable because you feel like, oh, this is the only thing I could get, and then now I'm just gonna live my life lying and cheating. Ever since we were young, we were always taught to just follow the system, not really believe in themselves, because who benefits you believing in yourself? It doesn't benefit the higher ups. It will never benefit them. You know, if I was a dictator or if I want power, I would never tell you any of these things because I want you guys to stay small. But start thinking bigger. Open your mind.
This mind though, like I worked hard for this right here. Like it wasn't even no plan B for me, man. It was no plan B. It was straight. Either I get right with this YouTube shit, either I'm successful with this YouTube shit, or it's over with. Nigga, you're done. Homeless. Alright, maybe I wouldn't be homeless. My mama wouldn't let me stay on her couch, but still, like, come on, bro. Like, yeah. It's so crazy to me, man.
You can do it. Once you really put your mind to whatever you got going on and you really want to get something done, it's you versus you. So you say you want to get it done, it's huge. So because once you get it done, it's like, damn, like I really said I was going to do it and I did it. No matter what, and making sacrifices. You know, I sacrificed my time. I sacrificed, you know, not being able to talk to people and just not in my privacy. For this.
Well, you know where I'm from, bro. Like, do you really know where the fuck I'm from? Like where I came from, bro. Like, there was a point in time I had to warm up water in a microwave to wash my face. I had to leave the stove open overnight to get some heat. I swear to God, this shit crazy as hell, bro. Look at this shit, man. Look at all this shit.
Wake up in mornings tired, go in my closet, and just think like, dang, is this ever gonna be over? Or like, dang, is this something I really want to do, or can I even complete it? But after I came to a realization that that's the main point of it. That's one of the major points of it, and which is like, bro, it's gonna be trials and tribulations where it's gonna test you to stop right here, and what's gonna separate you from everybody else is will you keep going or will you just stop? Yeah. So like, the grind is really what's gonna be hard though, because everybody get comfortable, everybody be doing this, everybody be doing that. And the way I be thinking is that if I'm taking any breaks, there's somebody out there right now that's literally grinding his ass off and is gonna blow up anytime now. And he or she is dead at like working her or his ass off.
Everybody in my city wanna do the same thing, bro. And somebody watching this video, boy, I know a lot of y'all watching this video know exactly what I'm talking about. You feel me? Like, everybody don't want to do nothing except go to the club, go party all the time, bro. You feel me? Like they want to go to the club, bro. They want to go to the strip club. They want to smoke all day, every day. They don't want to do nothing but smoke all day, every day. They want to drink. They want to go to the club. They want to smoke. They want to drink. Hey, bro, let's go to the club, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's go in on a bottle, bro. Let's go in on a... No, I won't. It's lame. That's lame, bro. That's lame, bro. No offense, said. Who smoke and drink, but bro, if you smoke and drink every single day, every single night, all week, 24/7, bro, you are lame. Like, bro, I want to go snowboarding, bro. I want to go ATV, four-wheeler riding. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I go horseback riding, bro, before I go to the club every single weekend for the rest of my life, bro.
Don't leave it to chance. Make it a study. Some people just go through the day with their fingers crossed. See, that won't do it. You've got to study the things that can change your economic, social, spiritual, personal life. Now, ภิ also said, when you find out something that works, put the information in your journal. Don't use your head for a filing cabinet. Put it in your journal so that you can do the next best thing. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Go over it. And if you repeat it, go over it, sure enough, someday, some mysterious day, the idea takes root, starts to grow, and shows up in your bank account, and your dress, and your personality, and your lifestyle. Now, if you're curious, let me give you 3 ways to find out how to change anything. Any life direction, any dimension. Here's 3 ways to find out how to change anything. Number 1 is to read. All of the successful people I know and work with around the world, they're all good readers. Curiosity drives them to read. They gotta know. They just read. Become self-educated. Standard education will get you standard results. And you can check those numbers and see if that's what you want. But if you want to go beyond that, you now got to become self-educated. One way to learn is from your own experiences, but another way to learn is from other people's experiences. See, one book might save you 5 years if you read it. Did you know there's books on how to be stronger, more decisive, be a speaker, be a leader, have a better effect on other people, develop your personality? Did you know there's books on that? Did you know that hundreds of successful people have written their stories in books and they wrote down how they did it, and people don't read it? How would you explain that? Now, you don't have to read half the night, but put this in your notes: 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes a day, read something positive, something challenging, something inspirational, something instructional, at least 30 minutes a day.